Welcome back to The Ambassadors. I'm thrilled to dive into today's topic with you. Let's get right into it.
Have you ever picked up one of those daily devotional books and wondered how it actually works? Like, how does a short, simple reading inspire millions of people all over the globe? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to break one down to see how it takes a single core idea and builds it into a call for worldwide action. Let's dive in.
Everything kicks off with this question, and it's a big one, right? What does it really take to be consistent? I mean, that's something we all struggle with. This devotional, though, it offers a very specific, faith-based answer to that exact problem.
So, the entire text is built around this one central theme, a call to what it calls faithful service. And it's not just a casual suggestion. The whole point of the devotional is to show you what this service looks like, why it matters so much, and how you can actually live it out.
And this is where it all starts. This single verse is the anchor for the whole message. The key idea here is that for a steward, someone who's been trusted with something important, the number one requirement is to be faithful. Everything else we're going to see flows from this one concept. Okay, so why the big focus on faithfulness? What's the deal? Well, the devotional doesn't just leave that as some abstract rule you have to follow. It actually grounds the why in one of the most central stories of the Christian faith. Let's take a look. The devotional points straight to the cross as the ultimate example. The argument is pretty straightforward. Jesus' unwavering commitment to his mission, all the way to the end, becomes the perfect blueprint for what faithful service is supposed to be. That's the gold standard. So let's get specific. What does the devotional mean by faithful service? Well, it's not just about showing up or checking off a to-do list. It's all about your internal attitude, your dedication, your integrity, especially when things get hard or when nobody's watching. And a huge piece of this is that it's not about what you get out of it. The service itself is the whole point.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because it kind of flips our usual ideas of success on their head. The devotional makes it super clear that faithfulness isn't measured by how famous you are or how much recognition you get. Nope. Instead, the focus is all on the internal stuff, your commitment, your obedience, and whether you're trying to align with what the text calls God's will.
All right, so we've got the what, that's faithful service. And we've got the why, the model of the cross. So now, what about the how? This is where the devotional gets really practical, using a specific story from the Bible as a role model to make this big idea feel a lot more real. And that role model is the figure of Daniel. The story is broken down into a simple pattern. First, he served faithfully even though he was in a hostile environment. Second, he kept up his personal devotional practices consistently, even when it was risky. And third, according to the story, this consistency led to divine protection. It's laid out as a very clear cause and effect example. Now, this is crucial. The devotional doesn't just leave that story in the past, it connects it directly to things people can do right now. That big idea of faithful service gets translated into concrete, modern actions like getting involved in your church, mentoring someone, helping out in the community, or just focusing on your own personal growth.
And that brings us to the next big shift in the devotional. This whole section is about moving from principle to practice. The text pivots here, moving away from just teaching a concept to actively coaching the reader on how to apply it. The main tool it uses to do this is a section called Life Application. The purpose is simple, but it's really powerful. It's designed to make the reader stop, look inward, and really think about how all this applies to their own life. And it makes the whole thing personal with this very direct question. It's no longer just a theory. The reader is being pushed to actually measure their own actions, the big stuff and the small stuff, against the standard of faithfulness that the text just laid out. So right after that moment of self-reflection, the devotional asks for a decision. It's not enough to just think about it. It's about doing something. The reader is prompted to make a conscious choice, to actually declare their intention, to commit to this standard, and to align their purpose. This is the real call to action. Now, on top of the daily guidance for believers, the text also has another job. It acts as a tool for conversion. It includes a scripted prayer, a step-by-step guide designed to help someone formally join the faith. So it serves a very clear, very functional purpose. And then, in the final section, the devotional just zooms all the way out. It shifts the focus from the reader's own personal inner life to their potential role in a huge global community.
And when I say huge, I mean look at this number. 500 million. That's the stated goal of their mission.
Putting a number that massive out there completely reframes everything. Your personal commitment suddenly feels like it's part of this epic global effort.
So how do you get involved? The text lays out 3 really clear paths. You can participate through prayer, you can serve hands-on as a missionary, or you can provide financial support as a kingdom investor. It's pretty smart because it gives everyone a way to plug in no matter what their circumstances are.
And what's so fascinating is how they actually build this global community. We're not talking about old school mailers here. The organization relies heavily on the technology we all use every single day. Things like WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube become the digital backbone that connects this entire worldwide network.
And here's what that digital network looks like in action: a coordinated worldwide prayer schedule. You've got people in Nigeria, the US, India, all over the planet doing the same thing, all synchronized across time zones. This is that local to global connection made real.
So that's the whole journey. We started with a single verse from an ancient text, which spirals down into a personal call to action and then explodes outward into a massive global community, connected by everyday apps. It really makes you think, doesn't it? How are these ancient texts being used with modern tools to connect people all across the world today?
Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and comment. Your host, God7, David F. Wafulu.